Engaging. How is that being an actress and also a producer in your own production?
Well, I really loved writing The Third Estate because it's an homage to my family, one, and two, it's sort of a satire of how we place ourselves in these hierarchies. And so when I wrote the script, I was writing it, each character in accordance to the personalities of my family. I think it worked really well, including when I was making my own character.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be this like shitty rich girl, which is like not true, but like I would like to be rich one day. And so the third estate is sort of about the 99. No. You go to the Philippines. In the Philippines, you only need $57,000 to be considered in the 1%. So that's some food for
So
thought.
we're all.
So yeah, probably you're all very, very rich in the Philippines.
So any of this autobiographical? Just kidding.
No.
No, you said it's based on family. Isn't your family your daughter?
Yeah, my daughter was in there. So the girl that says,
Yeah,
yes,
baby,
yeah, that one, that's my daughter. She's Russian, Liberian, and Filipino. So hopefully she's into the industry one day, and so this was her start.
This is her start.
Yeah.
You actually involve what community? That's actually everyone who's important in that community. Which community is this in the Philippines?
So I'm Ilonggo, so we're from Mindanao.
Mindanao.
We're from Santo Niño. If you probably heard about this in the political sphere of the Philippines last year, there was this whole thing about sub-Saharan Mindanao. And so this film was sort of a response to that, like this idea that like people from the south of the Philippines are uneducated and are not creative or have low human development index. And so we created this film to combat that. And I'm very proud because I think I'm pretty creative and I've gone pretty far, right? I've been to school here in New York and I went to an Ivy League, so that's pretty cool.
Pero yung galing Tagalog mo, ang galing mo rin Tagalog eh.
Oh, marunong din po ako
She says she's good in speaking Tagalog as
Yeah.
well. So you're an empowering woman. You're a writer. She also writes as well. So tell me your advice in writing, storytelling, effective storytelling, and maybe with some of the films you watched this year and last year, storytelling. Please give suggestions to people out there how they can effectively put their message out there.
Yeah, so with storytelling, I think it helps to travel. I think it helps to travel, learn different cultures and perspectives, so that in the future, when you're trying to aim for a global audience, you know the themes that are relevant to people, things that people care about. And I think the value of travel and exploring other cultures and having a global perspective is something that really fuels my writing, and I think it's something that everyone could benefit from. And living in New York is already a great thing, right? Because you're just like oasis of culture.
If you make it here, you make it anywhere.
Exactly.
So, why did you come back to International Film Festival Manhattan? Anything that attracted you to be back?
Oh, because Luis Pedron is so cute. And this is a wonderful family, it's a wonderful community, and in fact, the film that I produced and showed to you guys today, The Third Estate, is a collaboration with a filmmaker that I met here at the festival last year. And so, so I stopped him to his hometown in the Philippines and I say, hey, I like your face, let's make a film. And so he's the one who plays the rich gay man in the film. And he was very, very generous.
She's laughing, it's not based on me, huh? I'm not the Third Estate. Don't laugh over there.
Yeah, I mean, the Third Estate is you guys probably already know this, but it's from... Yeah, so the Third Estate, so back in the day, you had the First Estate, which was like the clergy, and then the Second Estate, which was like the nobility, and then the Third Estate was like the bankers, the merchants, and stuff like that. And so during feudal France, they didn't have a lot of political power. They were 97% of the population. They didn't have as much money. They were paying all the taxes, so very familiar today, and they had no political power. And so French Revolution happens, and that's when this idea of like sovereignty and political power belonging to the people comes from, and that's sort of like the founding ideas that make the United States, right? This idea of liberty, equality, and justice for all comes from that movement.
She's trying to prove that she is an empowered woman.
Oh my God!
She is an empowered woman, and she teaches theory. She's a professor too.
Yeah, I used to.
So, seriously, We are so proud of your efforts.
Yay,
Please
thank
be
you.
back.
Thank you for your
And then,
kind
of course,
generosity.
you're here today and tomorrow, right?
Of course.
This is one of the other ones that you should be meeting to collaborate with.
Yes,
As you see,
please.
she met someone here, came back with a product, and we are here to find collaborators, right?
Yes, I am.
And I'm here, I can act,
Yes.
and I'm cute.
Thank you. Very, very
We're both cute. So, final message, maybe one sentence message, encouraging people to create more.
Yes, I think that everybody should create the film and stories that they want because it's a story that everyone wants to hear, one. And two, do it at the International Film Festival Manhattan, clearly. It's a great home in New York City to get your foot in the door. This is my first full film that I did by myself, and it wouldn't have been possible if I didn't start at the International Film Festival last year. Thank you guys.
And I recommend